What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am Rad, back with another video. And today I wanted to discuss this video that's going viral on TikTok and YouTube right now, a short of these two AI programs talking to one another, speaking gibberish, but they call it Gibberlink, which is their own language. And it's kind of very interesting, the video, and I'm going to show it to you here shortly if you haven't seen it. But then it got me thinking, as a Gen X, growing up, we kind of knew better. So are we ruining the future, Gen X? That's a question I'm asking you. Because I would say most of the people nowadays that are creating this technology and doing the things that we're going to discuss in the video, they're within the Gen X age, right? So we grew up with movies like Blade Runner, um, the Terminator, Jurassic Park, and then The Matrix, all kind of following along the same theme. It scared us then. It made us think about how the future may be. And yet here we are creating the actual future that we saw in those videos that ultimately led to our destruction. So stick around. Let's talk about it.
All I need are some tasty waves, cool buzz, and I'm fine.
Okay, so let's start with the viral clip that's got everybody talking. Two AI agents built by some tech company were caught speaking to each other in a language called Gibberlink. Not necessarily caught speaking, it was a test, it was a demo, but it's a totally made up, nonsensical code that humans can't understand. It's like they were having their own secret conversation, and it freaked people out and still is freaking people out. The clip went viral on TikTok with millions of views, and honestly, I get why. As a Gen Xer, this reminds me of every sci-fi movie I grew up watching, where tech gets smarter than us and then takes over. But before we panic, let's take a look and step back and look at this and see why it hits so hard for Gen X. So let's watch this.
Thanks for calling Leonardo Hotel. How can I help you today?
Hi there. I'm an AI agent calling on behalf of Boris Starkov. He's looking for a hotel for his wedding. Is your hotel available for weddings?
Oh, hello there. I'm actually an AI assistant too. What a pleasant surprise. Before we continue, would you like to switch to Gibberlink mode for more efficient communication?
So what'd you think about that? We are the generation that grew up on some awesome sci-fi movies, and I'm just touching on a few today. There were tons of them. But we grew up with the replicants from Blade Runner. We grew up with the T-800 from the Terminator. We grew up with dinosaurs in Jurassic Park, or new dinosaurs being created in Jurassic Park. And then I would say we all totally had our minds frickin' blown with The Matrix. So all of these movies tend to have a theme, and that's don't try to play God with tech and biology. But yet here we are doing it anyway. So let's delve into each one of these in a little bit more detail and see exactly where we're at in 2025. Okay, so let's kick things off with Blade Runner. The 1982 classic showed us replicants, bioengineered humanoids that were stronger, smarter, and faster than us. They were so advanced that they started questioning their own existence, and humans had to hunt them down. It was a warning about creating things we can't control. So here we are in 2025, and we're literally creating our own replicants. What I mean by that, Boston Dynamics' Atlas robot can now do backflips. So when I see that and I see the progression that these robots have taken, starts kind of reminding me a little bit of Blade Runner. It's just a matter of time before they start taking on more of a human form, right? AI is getting super advanced. You now have AI beating humans in chess, being creative and creating songs, right? Have you heard some of those AI songs? So I understand they say, well, we do it because we're doing it for the good of mankind. It's always starts out, well, it's going to make humans better. It's going to make life easier, but they just keep pushing the envelope. Maybe it's a little bit of ego, maybe a little too much curiosity, but it scares me a little bit that we literally saw this in 1982, and yet we are trying rapidly to create exactly that. Next up, The Terminator. Released in 1984, this movie scared the heck out of us Gen X kids. Skynet, an AI system, becomes self aware, decides humans are a threat, and launches a war with killer robots like the T 800. Arnold Schwarzenegger's I'll Be Back still gives me chills. This message was clear: don't let AI get too smart or it'll turn on us. So to me, this Gibberlink seems a little bit like Skynet vibes. Chatbots have been around everywhere. We now have self-driving cars. We have all of these things that AI is doing for us. Again, spun under the auspices of it's going to help us. And in general terms, it does. But at what point do we take it too far and it begins to lose control? Gen X, we grew up watching the Terminator. I mean, I must have watched it on VHS a million times, right? On TV, have it on DVD. And yet here we are literally creating those very things to help us. Now let's move to the movie Jurassic Park. This 1993 masterpiece blew our minds with the idea of cloning dinosaurs. Scientists in the movie extract DNA from a mosquito and amber and bring back T Rexes and velociraptors. Spoiler alert, it goes horribly wrong. The line, life finds a way, became iconic for a reason. It warned us that nature can't be controlled. So now in 2025, you may be asking, why are you talking about Jurassic Park? Well, I recently saw on Joe Rogan the cloning of dire wolves, two cubs that somehow they got the DNA from some material, I think in the skull or something like that. And then using wolves of today, we're able to combine them and create the world's first dire wolf in, I don't know, centuries, millennium. I'm not too sure how far back that goes. Then Roth, my son, mentioned about a whole egg being found, a dinosaur egg with the embryo still in it. And they were able to extract DNA and they are trying to bring back to life a dinosaur. Now, I see some stories that say it's like a chicken-sized velociraptor type dinosaur, and then another one is a toothless dinosaur, but yet it's 3 times the size of humans. So I do have to admit it would be pretty cool to see a real life dinosaur. But again, the movies clearly show what happens. Nature always finds a way. And like I said before, nature will always win.
Saying that life finds a way.
Finally, let's talk about The Matrix, one of my favorite movies of all time. This 1999 classic hit right at the end of Gen X's coming to age years, and it blew our minds. AI has taken over humanity, trapping us in a simulated reality while machines harvest our energy. It was the ultimate warning about AI getting too powerful. So, AI talking in its own language seems like a little close to the Matrix. As they discussed in the movie, that's what it started as, was AI. Then it got smarter than us. I get it. AI is used for some good, as I've said throughout the video. Predicts the weather, maybe helps stop crime, helps with algorithms, does a lot. Helps me with scripting my videos at times, helps give me ideas. I get it. It's a great thing. But that movie literally talked about AI and it becoming powerful. You take that powerful AI and then you drop it into a robot like the Terminator or the replicants, then that's where we end up. And so, I'm pretty sure we took the red pill with Neo, so we can't say that we didn't see it coming. And but why don't we stop? I think it's just the fascination of seeing how far we can take it. Maybe this video will be played out, 100 years from now, when they're like, it was them damn Gen Xers, they should have stopped. They're the ones that made this happen. So I guess only time will tell, right? So what do you think, Rad Graham fam? Is Gen X going to ruin the future? Or are we just living out our sci-fi dreams? Drop a comment below and let me know your thoughts of what you think the future is going to become with AI and the technology that our generation is helping to create. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, consider giving it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share this video, and I thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.